Hello there and welcome back again everyone. It is time, well actually, the war has already begun there and I think my Trespassers are going to do superbly well. Although I am due to maybe get like a 4th Trespasser just so I can minimize the amount of damage they're taking because they actually are slowly getting chipped down. If only due to the fact that the AI, the way the combat works, that unless there's different types of ships and different types of roles, they're going to be focusing all their fire on a single Trespasser until it's destroyed, so they're eventually going to get whittled down if I don't have the firepower I need to actually just straight up overpower them. Nonetheless, let's murder the majority of these fleets, shall we? And I think I'm going to enjoy just watching one more quick battle because I love to see these things in action. Nice, potent. We'll double the speed because we already know what it's going to be like. And hopefully I can avoid some, at least minimize the damage quite a bit later on because they are starting to get chipped down. Like this one Trespasser even is down to 138 health. So it is taking a fairly noticeable amount of damage, unfortunately, so I do have a way to work around this at least. I know exactly how to work around this, I just gotta be careful the possibility of it getting sniped. So they're probably gonna take a little bit more damage. Yeah, well, with the health difference that might help, but at least over the following turns I should be able to regenerate that relatively well. And it does spread out the damage, so if they're gonna cheat the system and focus fire down my ships, then I'm gonna do the same damn thing. And hopefully, yeah, there should be enough armor with 3 of them to easily destroy a starbase without issue. Yep, 570. And thankfully, the health regeneration issue that I've been running into with my moths, thankfully has been corrected, because if you remember my first campaign, all my ships were basically regenerating their health after each combat, how overpowered that would have been. Especially once I start getting like, was it integrity repair field or whatever that component was called? That basically boosts our in-combat repairs, so yeah, I think that, well, it would help speed this campaign along there, but it probably single-handedly helped with my winning my campaign against the Assailants when I was having such a difficult time fighting them back. So I kind of am ultimately glad that's gone, or fixed at least. Although right now, at least, would probably be an exception if I were to be perfectly honest. And what the hell is this? Prototype pirate bomber. Oh my god. These pirates are getting incredibly well organized compared to everything else. I don't know how embarrassed I should feel for all these AI. Because how is this happening, in all honesty? I have to wonder. I have to ask. And also, can I take out this in force? Can I take it out this turn, next turn? Perfect. So that little debris ship is now going to be mine. I was going to say I won't have to deal with it anymore, but apparently I got the next best thing. Now I could just use it to escort my ships there as necessary. And that just leaves all my predators to go start taking over the Iridian's turf. So they're going to be out momentarily. Well, I take that back. Once I take out their, the Terran Alliance worlds, then they'll be out, but I have no idea how long it's going to be. Because I don't know how many worlds the Terran Alliance even had to begin with, so let's see. Obviously, this is obviously that is not their home world, so there's probably another one where, oh, actually, their home world is probably right over here in that case. I completely forgot how small the region was, so one of these 2 systems in the Fog of War is probably the home world, and that's all the Terran Alliance should have. So yeah, 4 worlds at least, I would imagine. Mars, Earth, and then these 2 systems here. Then we'll just deal with the Kry'klons, and then it's just a matter of reaching Sainte Yor after that fact. Also, where's my predators to conquer? Let's see, which one did I send over here? Let's see, that should be enough I'm hoping to take out the Marauders planets, so that will be nice. And what other... Is there any other worlds around? There's an Altarian world down here I might as well grab, so let's get that done, shall we? And I'd love to just set all these on guard, so that way it saves us some time, but I think the Banishment at least is going to be useful. I just wish I had some way to increase its speed, so it can at least not hinder my Trespassers a little bit. And I can't even remember where all these ships are going. I got so many Predators, so many infantry transport ships, I don't know what I'm doing with all of them now. And so I'm gonna have to think a bit. Oh, there's still plenty more Altarian worlds, so I think we need to take care of them. And am I right? These should be the last 3 Altarian worlds, except, well, I take that back again. There was a 4th one over here. We'll grab that. And hopefully that'll be the end of the Altarians, because they're still refusing to reinforce their planets or even get a fleet. And I do have to be careful of this one pirate ship, because apparently they got an antimatter equipped fighter ship. I don't know how the hell they got antimatter, but they got antimatter. I don't know if that's due to the fact that one of the races removed from the game had access to antimatter. I don't know how that rule works. When a major civilization ends up turning to basically a pirate faction, I guess. Is that the proper way to phrase it? I'm not sure what they're actually considered. I just know they're basically a neutral race that's hostile to everyone. Well, then technically they're not really neutral, are they? I don't know what the hell I'm saying. Let me just continue on with the campaign, shall we? Destroy some of this stuff, repair my health a little bit, cause yeah, there's still some more ships to deal with. And can I reach that? Actually, I can. So let's destroy them quickly. We don't even need to watch this. Do I? I should not take any damage, right? 8 points of damage. It was close. And they just got another salvo of shots in, basically, is what that meant. And so what does that leave us with the Kry'klons? Wow. Oh wait, I'm looking at this wrong. There, that looks a little more reasonable. I almost wanted to give the Iridians credit. It looks like they were making progress with the military might, and I was looking at the wrong graph. But this looks a lot more appropriate, doesn't it? Kry'klons have like maybe 2 fleets left, at least sizable fleets, so I'm going to take them out. And then we'll have pretty much no ships in my way. I just gotta be so damn careful about these predators that they don't get caught. Because I think the Kry'klons can only move 4 hexes, so long as I have vision of that far, I should be good. Shield phasing's done, which I researched so I could basically fight the Kry'klons a little more effectively, and already, within the 3 turns it took to research, their entire armada is almost practically gone. That was pretty counterintuitive, needless to say. And I can actually start getting some real weapons if I want, but again, what's the point? What is the point of that? I guess I will increase my gross income, just in case. Because I still want to make another battleship, a large-scale ship, and then ideally make a huge-scale ship after that, so there's still some ships I would like to make just for the sake of building them. Even though they're, like the Trespassers, completely unnecessary. So I'm just going to set all the combat ships on guard since they're no longer required. We will get some constructors going, because I think I'll leave Aurora shipyard active, because I'm not planning to decommission that. We're going to leave that be for now, just in case. Mainly in case if I need more predators. When it turns out I don't have enough of them to actually capture all the worlds. We'll see. Ooh, and there goes the prototype bomber. Don't have to worry about you. And, well, that rain was short-lived, wasn't it? It looked so menacing and threatening. But really, it was just an adorable little critter. You just step on it, and then never have to worry about it again. That's how I see that dang pirate. It's almost how I see all the major factions, which, quite frankly, that pirate ship was more menacing than all the other major factions, basically. I don't think I need to say anything else. Alright, so where was I? I think it was preparing the extermination of my beloved Kry'klons. I think that's where we were. And it's a brand new turn to do it as well. So let's get started, shall we? Unfortunately, they don't have... Well, they do actually have some defenses there. There's nothing here at Kry'klons Beta because, after all, that used to be my world. So how about we get that back, shall we? Got my transport ships hanging out. I got a Trespasser out here in the middle of nowhere, interestingly enough. I'm going to have to fix that in a moment. And with no defenses there, can I get Kry'kron back? Ooh, just one hex. That's going to be really awful. If it turns out if there's a couple of fireflies in my way, that would be the worst feeling ever. So just to lose those 2 transport ships just because of that one extra hex. But let's not think of it there. What the hell? Slave Works is being built. So really the Marauders are just like the Dragon. That's the impression I'm getting. And now they're gonna be... What? To defend it? Oh god, not this again. Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that. I'm an idiot. And now I just promptly went to war with a race there that has a ship that can destroy my stuff. Thankfully, it's only got 3 movement, and it's like the only ship that they're building, apparently, so... I think that's gonna be short-lived. Just saying. And you, let's conquer this planet here. Which one is this? Can I find a name anyway? Phallus, okay. Phallus is mine. Limited casualties. Perfect. That's 2 of the Iridian worlds down. Now let's go for the hat trick. Let's go for the 3rd. Ooh, there's a chance this could fail actually, so I gotta be mindful. Gotta start taking this a little bit seriously. That I could lose some ships here, or lose some of these planets, so... Need to be ready for that possibility. It could set me back a tiny bit, mainly because I'm already expecting to basically conquer these worlds with no issue. And there's nothing over here besides that damn mercenary ship I still need to find, so... I guess the hunt begins. We are going to find that ship and I'm going to destroy it. And I'm still really hoping I can salvage those mercenary ships. That would be amazing if I could somehow do it. And again, what did I have in mind for this? I don't remember, and I don't care. I'm just going to get that done. And Worm, you're gonna be the perfect ship to draw it out, I think. It won't be able to resist trying to go after you once it smells you, so I'm going to use you to bait it out, and then I'm going to promptly pounce it on it. And hopefully I can take it out with a couple of handful of ships I have here. If I really want to, I could send my survey ships down there, so why not? Wow, the pirates have another antimatter fighter. This is amusing. Sadly, they're not getting any larger scale ships still, so they're not really a nuisance. And this is one of the worlds I just captured, so let's get birth scene subsidies done. And apparently the audio died again for my colonies, so yeah, I already mentioned that like last video how apparently doing the combats basically mess with the audio with a lot of the background stuff. Even just clicking on it, I'm just realizing it's not giving me audio, because normally there's a little... Yeah, you get that little indicator that you selected something. Oh, now I hear it. Yeah, okay, it's there. I wonder if that just fixed itself, or maybe I'm just talking so much I can't even hear it. That wouldn't be abnormal now, would it? I'm talking louder than the game audio. At least for me, considering I did turn it down a little bit, just so I don't have the music blaring in my ears to kind of distract me. That's the idea anyway. Because I don't need the music running so much there. Because I got myself to forward my own background ambience, I guess. As stupid as that probably sounds. Yeah, it is probably stupid. I'll admit right now. I'll be the first to admit it. And that's cleared out. Still gotta wait another turn there. Idle colonies don't care. Put you passive, give me population. Maybe get ready for a shipyard down the road. Prometheus. Prometheus, I like the name of that. I like the name of this planet. And yeah, audio did come back weird. I wonder why. I wonder what happened there to give me audio back. I couldn't tell you. I honestly couldn't tell you. And let's see. Oh. Damn it. Never mind the mercenary ship. The pirates are trying to go after my vulnerable scout ships. The nerve of them. And that was my valuable scout ship. The one where I could have gotten more sensor range for my ships instead. Instead, I get that little bucket of bolts that barely couldn't even survive a single pirate ship. Goes to show you how smart a choice that was. And that was not even trying, but I clicked right onto that pirate ship and destroyed it. There's some vengeance for you. I will take full credit for that click right on top of the mercenary ship and promptly destroy it. And I'm going to take a lot of casualties here because oh, that came from the plant, didn't it? I still am in good shape though, but one of my trespassers have taken a lot of damage, so I'm going to need that fourth one there to kind of help buffer a little bit. Come on. I know you want to invade this world, so give it back to the S-Track. I almost said the Kry'klons, which might not entirely be, yeah, which probably isn't inaccurate. Huh. Anyways, let's continue on, shall we? We got Chakra Man back. We're about to conquer Marauder World once I actually destroy this escort ship, which I think again is a dragon actual design, if I am correct. And let's see, I can't reach this turn because I backed up. I kind of just what am I trying to say? Reactively just back up as far as I could. So I'm gonna have to wait another turn to grab that world. But we got a ton of predators, wow. We got a ton of predators that basically grab the rest of the alternate worlds and this Iridian planet pretty soon. Celius? Is that Celos or... oh, Celos, never mind. I was thinking it was Celius there because the grid was kind of in the way. I thought that was two eyes. Never mind me. Don't mind me at all there. And let's see, we're going to grab the Kryn worlds and that's just going to leave the Kry'klon worlds and whatever else they have here. Although it almost seems like these are the only worlds the Kry'klons have. Wow. There may be one more down here. We'll have to see in a moment. But I'm taking the Kryn worlds back for my own benefit, for my own gain. We got some gross income. Perfect. Now, more passive traits ideally, because I don't really care much about anything else, do I? Not really, so improved life support will be useful. Although it's kind of unneeded, is it? Because I'm about to capture these worlds anyway, so that'll solve itself in a moment. And there are two fireflies in there, so let's at least clear these two outright. And these fireflies can't reach me, can they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They could have got my predators if the asteroids weren't in the way, so thank God I just dodged a bullet there. I just dodged the bullet, which would have set me back maybe a turn or two. It would have been pretty costly though, because that is after all like 3 predators with like 12 billion population, I'm not sure. I don't even know how 3 ships can even carry 12 billion people. Let alone 12 million. Don't explain that to me. Doesn't make the most sense. At least the colony ships, well even then, if you pay attention to their first video when you colonize your first planet, the colony pods are actually detaching from the ship and flying down onto the planet, so if that's like 12 million people on those 2 pods, that makes, or at least 1 million people, that makes even less sense, quite frankly. So I don't know what the hell to tell you there. And I can even check the stats of these ships now to figure out how big a crew size they carry. And I'm pretty certain these are bigger than my transport ship, so although it's not going to work for, okay, 400 crew. So is that 100 for each? or 400 total. Or 400 for each. Nonetheless, if something as big as a starbase can carry even 100 crew, what do you think a transport ship's going to carry? Even the crew there is 45. And that can take out an entire planet, apparently, with no issue at all. So don't ask me that mindset there. Something they probably need to work on some. As far as being believable, at least. Or for all I know, Turok Man could only have literally 8 people on it. I don't know how you get to point 2, but maybe one of them is pregnant. I'm not sure. Don't ask me. I've been going down this rabbit hole a little bit too long, I think. I think I might be going mad. Mad with power. Because after all, I am a benevolent race, right? And at least the Marauders think so. Because now I have the world. I have the world, and we're going to grab a couple more in a moment. In a couple of turns at least. Now, Jinx Starbase, I think I just want upgrades for you. Oh, it's because I requested a constructor, wasn't it? And of course, they just gave me a random basic constructor I don't care for. Not that it matters. I don't really need those starbases now, do I? Because the Kry'klons have like no armada at the moment, so I think we're in the clear. I think it's safe to say. Just gotta clear out this mess, so I can conquer it. Now, how's the most efficient way to grab these? Because Kryset is well populated, I'll just eject one, set you over to Gamma, and you shall go conquer the homeworld. Perfect. And I don't think it's possible, not this turn anyway, to grab Beta back. So we'll take population out, and we'll have the entire Kryn system under my domain, and that will leave my Kry'klon homeworld. And while saddening, they will then be out of the campaign, I think.